Hello fam, welcome back to our channel. The level of insecurity going on in Nigeria, the activities of Fulani herdsmen, criminality here and there has given rise to security networks in almost every part of Nigeria. But the ones that became formidable and had original backing was Amotekun and still is Amotekun. But a lot of persons felt that Amotekun would just be a paperwork. Oh no, Amotekun have taken it a step further and have decided to make it not just real but very real. Have decided also to bring in the supernatural to ensure that where technology fails, the supernatural will definitely not fail. But before we go into the news proper and further analysis, we'd love you to subscribe to our channel if you have not already done so by clicking on the red subscribe button and the bell notification icon to get both subscribed and notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Okay, let's go straight into the news of the day. The commandant of the Ekiti State Security Network, codenamed Amotekun, Brigadier General Joe Komalafe, retired, has said that the corps will use supernatural and modern security technology and techniques to combat banditry, kidnapping, and other crimes. He spoke at Afun Alaye during a sensational tour of Ekiti West, Afun Alaye, and Ijoro local government areas. The commander said the security outfit would use ancient Yoruba tactics of securing territories and fishing out criminals from their hideouts. He said neglect of local and ancient patterns have exposed and is of course exposing criminals was one of the factors responsible for the rising cases of crime because of the neglect of their uses. Anyway, Komolafe urged monarchs to deploy supernatural prowess to secure the people's life and belongings. Describing Amotekun as a force of liberation, he said the security outfit would protect the Southwest people from invaders who had constituted threat to the region. Speaking about the composition of the security outfit, Komolafe said the first phase of the recruitment was to establish an intelligence-based outfit and later accommodate Amotekun ambassadors who would serve as informants of the agency. He said there would be no age limit to those who would make up the ambassadorial category. Good. Identifying Amotekun as an indigenous outfit, Komalafe said, we want people that can enter the bush, give us native intelligence about criminal hideouts. People before us rose and fought invaders. We also want to rise and fight invaders. These invaders came with all forms of impunity. They kill, they maim, they rape, they destroy farm produce. And we all know that some of the singular people who do such, who have over time have gotten a signature and trademark of this sort are the Fulani herdsmen. But let's feel the pulse of Nigeria. Before we feel the pulse of Nigeria, let's quickly take this. Before now we've always had this issue of taking our tradition, to a greater height. We use it for a lot of things. We use it for comfort, we use it for healing, we use it for security, securing our property and our lives. I could still remember during our growing up years, farmlands, when they put something there, nobody will beg you to go there. There's no person securing the land. But once they put what we call odeshi, they call it tomokpo or some sort of jazz, juju, whatever name you call it, okay, and they call it African magic. Appear, disappear, whatever name you are used to it with, they say, does it work? It does work. The advent of Christianity, a lot of those things were kind of abolished or shunned or looked down or disabused. A lot of persons refuse using them because it negates, so to speak, it negates the Christian belief. But it does work. It has some sort of potency. And during our growing up years, then this issue of killing and maiming and stealing people's farm produce, you don't do it. Nobody will ask you to go in. The owners of the farm won't even be there. But if you step in there to steal anything, sometimes your hands get stuck. Yes, to take the timely intervention of the owner to come in and have to do some incantations, some rites before you're able to move. Sometimes if you move out, you can go back home and you're having elephantiasis already on your leg. It doesn't need to pursue you. You will be the one to come and meet the owner and beg to please free you. Everywhere you go, they will tell you this thing cannot be cured. Go back to the owner who put this. And this has been, I can still remember that whenever our politicians want to go into some sort of politics and alliance with one or two persons they believe they want to hold in confidence with, they go to the shrine and they will swear the juju that please, oh, this is what we want to agree on. They believe in the African magic more than when they go to the court and they will give them either Bible or Quran to swear with, because they believe that the gods of the land do not forgive and they don't forget. Any crime committed, they will pursue you to your last generation except you come out and confess. Those days, these were the primary. We have the chief priest, them, and some of them. They see you keep hearing things like Obunabali. They kill the one that kill at night. We have the Shongo and Madioha. There are many. In some other places, they have their special names. They call them. Sometimes they use these gods or ancient deities as form to settle disputes among persons, among villages, among clansmen, amongst family. Okay, but over time it was shunned, and there seemed to be a rise in crime simply because everybody have that general belief that the land, the laws, gods of the land do not forgive, they do not forget. So they dread the repercussions and the penalties of the gods of the land. But they all know that God is merciful, the Almighty is merciful. Therefore, we can always keep doing this crime. But now, Amotekun have decided that they will use that ancient God. They will use the ancient power. They use that juju, that African magic, black power that was known in the ancient time. They will now mix it with the modern technology and intelligence, bring it together so that at the end of the day, as ancient people, there's some persons that they will say, on this land, the only people who can call forth the gods of that land are the son of the soil. Strangers can't call. So most times at that particular time, that's why they insisted that in Amotekun recruitment, there won't be age bracket, because you may need the old men to come and invoke the spirit of the land. Or they also need the youth. But the only challenge we may have is the fact that for Christianity, you have decided to resell the community back to dark ages. But let's feel the pulse of Nigerians over this. One or two Nigerians have started reacting to this. This one said, we all support it. Okay, this way I say, make them start work first now. Abino be the supernatural powers within now. Okay, this one here is saying, we will be seeing Amotekun in the next season of Supernatural, right? Well, we will be seeing Amotekun in all, because they're not just going to use only the supernatural, but they will employ both the supernatural and modern technology, which means you may likely be saying armory, physical armory, and if they need to be doing all those Yami Oshoronga and the rest, they will still need to use the incantation. Let's continue. This one here says, saw the vision a few minutes ago. This one here says, the one they got from, where did they get it from? This one here says, oh, juju and thunder things. Okay, that's the African things. Anyway, this one here is saying, let's talk and more action is what is needed. Go out there and do your job. Your actions will speak eloquently for you. Go out there and use whatever means you need to do to get this done. This one here is saying, you are going to fight someone with AK-47 with jazz. How many people can you just disable at once? No, you got it all wrong here. They're saying they're using both the jazz and the technology weaponry also to mix it, so that maybe there's an exchange of battle. The gunshot probably will not penetrate. That's what Amotekun is trying to say. They're using everything to fish out. Those days we used to have, those days then there's this kind of jazz they do, appear, disappear, and this one they will do when they pass through. If a criminal person, those days in when these guys, what's it called, Abba boys, the time when the crime rate became so high, these guys, I don't know how they did it, they went to wash themselves. If they pass you, if they stop you at that River Niger bridge and your hands are not clean, they kill you. There's a way, there's something in the system that will just kick that you are evil, you are bad, you are evil, you are bad. Even if you look clean, they have a way of identifying. Those are the things that Amotekun is talking about. The one that is synonymous and unique to their area. So they employ it also. Even if you come in like a nice guy, their juju and their black magic will identify you as somebody evil and bad. This one here is saying all these atrocities are natural, so there is no need for supernatural tactics. We just need to do the right thing, okay? This one here is saying too much hype for this Amotekun, no feeling them at all. I guess they're still recruiting. I've seen one or two things they have done in the time past. They practically escorted some of the Fulani herdsmen out of Ekiti State once or twice, but I think there's still more to be done. This is a regional outfit, it's not just a state thing, so they need to, synergize, harness themselves, and be on the same page always in all states. But that's how we're going to wrap it up. I feel that whatever has advantage have disadvantage. Bringing in and invoking the gods of the land that some pastors have bind in the bid of trying to bring in Christianity into some of these states will not spell so well, because some of these gods you bring in come with their own repercussions and that which they ask for as returns. But let's hope that the people who brought in Amotekun knows what they're doing, and also the fact that if they check the consequences and the benefit, if it's worth it, by all means, let's meet in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think bringing the likes of Songo and Madioha and the rest into Amotekun is going to bring it a different flavor, and will still not, keep the people of the Yorubas, the Southwestern, in bondage spiritually? Well, or do you think that is a good idea or it's a bad one? Let's meet in the comment section. Let's interact. Don't also forget to like, share, and subscribe.